Time now for Better Money with Eric Hogarth. Today we're talking about the true impact of long-term care. Big issue in America. Eric is a certified financial planner and partner at Johnson Brunetti. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, this is when you're talking about long-term care, you're talking about when you get older and maybe you end up in a nursing home or major things like that that can really change your whole financial picture.
Absolutely. You spend all your working years saving for retirement, and unfortunately, as many of us know, having had family experience, someone ends up in a facility or it's an enormous cost, and it can erode what you've saved so quickly.
In fact, you have some figures for us. 62% use their own savings and retirement funds.
So you ask someone, what do you think about long-term care? Most people say, I hear it's really expensive, too expensive, which you don't need necessarily to buy long-term care, but you need to address the issue and have a plan, because if you plan to pay for it out of pocket, that could deplete what you have very quickly.
Okay. 11% of people lost their jobs. And so how would that affect the whole decision of long-term care? Because if you don't have a job, how do you afford it?
Absolutely. And when you're looking at these decisions and you're almost about to retire, maybe you have to be able to afford this plan now and into retirement. So you look at ultimately how you're going to use the money that you've saved and how you protect against that. But the plans available now are a lot more flexible than what was available 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay, so you might want to just take a look again. There might be something better for you, a different product. And then when it comes to caregivers, we have 77% of caregivers miss time from work. And that's really us, the sandwich generation, taking care of our parents who need our help, but there's maybe not the price, there's not the money in the budget to hire someone or to get that help outside of yourself.
And you know, we talk to people all day long that are about to retire, and one of the biggest concerns that I don't want to be a burden on my kids. So you also plan for that reason, that no, mom and dad, I want to take care of you, and for some people that'll work, but for other people they can't afford to do that, even if they are going to do that, and then you start thinking about them, their kids, and you know, as I've said, you need to plan for it so it doesn't disrupt all these other things going on.
Okay. Next question, or next point rather, 33% of caregivers reported an extremely high level of stress. And I know a lot of people watching this program can identify as they're leaving to manage their own kids and then maybe run to the nursing home to see their mother or father.
And you think about the caregiver, because, you know, fast forward in time, you know, it's my wife and I, and you know, I'm 76, she's 75 at the time, she's taking care of me. I mean, that's an enormous workload for that person, for a 75-year-old, for 65, 35. So you often see quickly deteriorating health in the caregiver as well as the patient, which is also tragic, because, you know, we want to, you know, hope for best case scenario, but we have to be prepared for worst.
So you got an offer so that you can have this conversation with your family and make some smart decisions. It's a long-term care brochure, but what if you need long-term care? And this is a free offer. It's yours if you just email Eric and the Johnson Brunetti team. You can email at bettermoney@wfsb.com. It is right on your screen right now, and you will be giving this to people for free.
It's something you should read, and it's not, well, you're foolish not to buy long-term care. It's not that at all. But it's a mistake not to have a plan for this exposure that unfortunately we all have.
All right, so we can start thinking about it. Eric, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.